Start of day 2, walk in the park. The park's not actually open yet. Ow! That's an electric fence. And that's an Andean spectacled bear. I think it's called Quake for that one. So getting some footage in before the interviews now. Isn't she gorgeous? I feel obliged to point out, by the way, the reason I just bumped into an electric fence is because it turns out I was where people aren't supposed to be. At least visitors. I suppose I'm technically not really a visitor. But I was just filming. I literally just came in on the off chance to maybe catch some footage of these bears. And they just leapt up on the... One of the things about the enclosure here is they're really three-dimensional. So all of that is, you know, they're able to go like 30 odd feet off the ground. Maybe not 30 feet. Pretty high off the ground. And these two bears just started play fighting right in front of me. Never seen anything like it. You know, it was obvious there was no malice in it, but oh my god. And then they all chilled out just in time for me to get a proper shot. And then they've just gone back inside. Because the thing about the enclosures here is that animals always have the option to go inside. If they don't want to be viewed, they don't have to be viewed. And it contributes to one of the major reasons why the animals here aren't as stressed as other animals, because one of the major causes of stress is the idea that you can't escape, you can't get away. So they clearly decided they'd had enough of me and they've gone into their private sanctuary. Well, that's a hell of a start to the day. Okay, so through a few setbacks today, things aren't going quite to plan because one of the keepers isn't actually in, they're still away. So I'm not doing tamarins today, I hopefully will be doing bats. And oh my god, my hay fever! But to make the most of the time, I am here in one of the aviaries. This is a tropical aviary with birds just flying free. And I'm going to get some shots because effectively I've only been taking shots of mammals so far, so it'd be nice to show a few of the other families. I'm trying to take my time here because I know this is Dad's favourite enclosure. My dad is a massive, he loves birds, as do both my parents do. But Dad in particular really loves birds, so when we come in here he'd be... It's amazing because the birds just don't care. The birds are just so natural around here. It was really nice to be around some really lovely species. I mean, oh, I'm going to get them. I'm not going to try and say any species because I'm going to get them wrong. But I don't know if you can hear it, but it's just amazing here. Okay, so filming birds is turning out to be pretty much the most frustrating thing ever. They're so difficult to get into frames. They're so small, they move so quickly. By the time you've moved your camera and got focus, they're gone. Give me gorillas any day. I can hear them everywhere. Okay, so a group of people just came up to me and assumed that I work here and asked me a whole bunch of questions about the red-billed chough reintroduction in Jersey. I mean, to be fair, I did wear this because I wanted to look a little bit more official when I went into the cages. Didn't think that would happen though. I had to just make up that I was new here and I worked in the media side of things, and everyone's telling me that I should really watch the Countryfile episode that just came out. Okay, so I'm behind the scenes here. This is the Herpetology department at Durrell, and these behind me, you good luck trying to find any. These are and I just did an interview in here with the head of Herpetology, Matt, who was just very casually holding the entire interview. In fact, I was taking lots of shots. If you open one of these cages, this one, and the sort of stuck its head out and was chilling. I was there looking pretty sure you're not dangerous. Pretty sure. It's a fascinating species, really. I mean, I can't do it. I won't be able to talk as anywhere near as well as Matt. So make sure you check out the Durrell video when that comes out, and he'll feature in some videos on my channel as well. Really lovely guy, very passionate about this job. Head of Herpetology, knows his stuff. Real privilege to do this. Real privilege. Also, it turns out that they use their toilet as an incubator because it's the most thermally regulated room in the building. So there's literally just in there is a toilet, and next to it a bunch of eggs from some of the world's rarest snakes. So I'm just getting ready to go in with the tamarins. Behind me, we're going in with these. These are pied tamarins, who we just found out, well, I just found out, that you can't take a bag in because they are terrified of anything that they can be bundled into. Hello. Sorry, I'm acting like a kid. Can you hear that though? You saying hello to the camera? Hello.
I'm gonna slip in after. These are the hounds. So they're probably going to be upwind from the camera, if that makes sense. So if you want to film them feeding on that branch, it would be you have to shoot upwards. They will take the higher ground, if you know what I mean.
Right. Okay.
Initially, and then you might be able to turn down.
Because I mean, that's going to be basically the second camera. Ow, I just put myself in the eye.
Stop using them like a platform, guys. Grab the food in a minute. See, there you go. So as soon as it goes the other way around, you'll get a lot more.
Yeah, interact. Yeah, so it's just one of the ends of these just jabbed in my eye. Okay, so I'm actually in here with the tamarins at the moment. We just did loads and loads of filming. And I don't know if you can see that past my shoulder. Those are pied tamarins. How endangered are they in the wild? What kind of numbers?
Critically endangered.
These are how many numbers?
About 1,500 roughly. No real count on them.
So 1,500, so there's a not unsubstantial fraction of them that I'm in here with right now, like right there. They also like using me as a climbing frame, it turns out. That was one of the most incredible experiences of my life. I literally haven't stopped grinning since I came in here. Wow. Okay, so now we're in with bats. Like that one. These are Rodriguez and Livingston fruit bats. I was filming them all yesterday. I have been told not to let them touch me because they have rabies, and I haven't had a rabies shot. Well, sorry, they might have rabies, and so if they touch me, I might have to be rushed to hospital. So let's hope that doesn't happen. So I just finished filming in with the bats. Kind of amazing. I got peed on. I think I might have got a bit of poo on me as well. But you know, the opportunity to do that, you get peed on by one of the world's rarest bats. I think that's worth it. Although admittedly being told, oh by the way, these almost completely silent and highly mobile creatures might possibly have rabies. So if one of them bites you, then you're going to have to go to hospital ASAP. Not one of the most reassuring things I've ever been told when I've entered into a cage. So I actually hadn't planned on doing this, but behind me, I don't know if you can see it on the, And it's Future Simon again. What I was going to say was that that was the last echo parakeet in captivity because it was a massive conservation success. And there's a few species like that actually on the site where they've been really successful in their conservation and reintroduction programs, and so they don't need to keep them in captivity anymore, which is exactly why that Durrell exists in the first place. So I'm now back at the hostel in the evening, currently trying to process everything that happened to me today. Also nursing an eye, like, no, this one, can we get in, I basically jabbed myself in the eye with a bit of vegetation in the tamarind enclosure. So the most dangerous thing in that whole enclosure was a leaf rather than the actual tamarins, who I never actually felt threatened by. you know, like they were climbing on me a little bit, but that was fine. The leaves what I was worried about. That and the hay fever. My hay fever is so bad here because I don't know, maybe there's different kinds of pollen that I'm not used to, and so my eyes are just like, ah. But yeah, I've been going through some of the footage just quickly. Actually, the stuff taken on this camera I'm so happy. Some of the stuff that's come out has been so good. Today's just been crazy.